Hello and welcome to the Rip-O-Rama, where we always strive for low effort, high fun. Thank you for joining me. My name's Tyler. If you've been following this little saga, I ordered a Topps Basketball Superbox from Costco, and wouldn't you know it, they sent me the wrong orders twice now. I keep getting the wrong YouTubers' orders too, which is really a crazy coincidence. The first time I got a baseball box from Old Guy with a Camera and a Dream. The next time I got a football box, of all things, from Monkey Man Sports, which was supposed to go to Canada, so I don't know how that happened. But, you know, third time's the charm. I have faith in Costco. There's no way they could do me wrong 3 times. I didn't even look at the label on this one because I trust my guys at Costco, and we're just gonna get into it and see what we got. Okay, it happened again. It's Spider-Man this time. Costco, what are you doing, man? I didn't order Spider-Man. I mean, I did enjoy opening Marvel product. Look, yeah, it looks like this is all comic book products. There's a Marvel, DC. Okay, what happened this time? Okay, it looks like it happened a third time. Somehow I got the wrong box of Costco stuff. Looks like this time I got Just Your Average Geeks, which is a YouTube channel that does a lot of comic related stuff, but they do comic card opening. You know what? I'm not too mad about this one actually. I feel sorry for Just Your Average Geeks that they're not gonna get the stuff they ordered, and I'm gonna open it anyway because, well, it showed up on my doorstep. But Marvel stuff was actually some of the most fun I had opening cards this year, so let's see what we got. Okay, Secret Wars and Infinity Trilogy. Okay, I think we're all somewhat familiar with that. It's a little bit different in the movies, but we'll open some cards based on it. And then, oh, okay, I am not a huge DC guy, but I've always been a huge Batman guy. I used to dance to the theme song of Batman when I was a little kid. So I will open these. I'm excited to get into these. Sorry, Just Your Average Geeks. Better luck next time. If a Topps basketball box shows up on your doorstep, let me know. Otherwise, let's open some comic cards. Rip-O-Rama.
A little while later.
Well, I got all the Spider-Man cards out of the box, getting ready to rip them. Just wanted to give another shout out to Just Your Average Geeks, who do a really awesome comic book related channel. Please subscribe to them if you've never seen it. I'm not really going to get into these. I guess I will open one of these land packs. This does come with a bunch of land cards, a bunch of basic lands, and I will show off the foil ones because they are cool and Spidey themed. They're all kind of in this web design. And then these are the basic ones. I got Spidey swinging around different parts of New York. I particularly like the mountain one where it's all foggy at the top of the skyscrapers. Pretty cool cards. And then this is the Miles Morales, if you haven't seen one of these opened yet. It's the mana foil, land foil, I can't remember what they call these, where it has all of the mana symbols on there. I'm gonna go ahead and get into these packs now. Mark Bernardin, by the way, the writer, one of the people who was kind of influential in helping to create Miles Morales. Let's get into these. Taxi Driver, Subway Train, Merciless Enforcers. Those are like Tombstone's guys or something. Web Up, hate when that happens. Mysterio's Phantasm. Mysterio's one of my favorite villains, by the way. Lurking Lizards. Venomized Cat, all right, adorable and horrifying at the same time. Vibrant Cityscape. There's the Spidey suit we all know and love. There's Vulture, possibly played by John Malkovich in a movie that never happened, but then did end up getting played by Michael Keaton. There's Spiders Man. Okay, this is one of my most horrifying. He's a hero, but he's kind of a villain to me. He's the man made of millions of tiny spiders, which I guess if they're on your side, great. There's Spider-Ham, Peter Porker, John Mulaney, of course, in the movies. Skyward Spider. Not too familiar with Skyward Spider. Looks like one of Madam Web's homies. Okay, never mind. I guess that's Maddie Franklin. I just read the flavor text. And then we got a Suburban Sanctuary as our land, and a Robot with a hot dog. Love these cards. So as I was saying, Mark Bernardin, the writer, was tweeting about how, you know, anybody can see themselves as Spider-Man because he wears a mask. So, you know, kids of every race growing up, he was kind of their superhero. So Brian Bendez was like, you know what? I'm going to create a multiracial Spider-Man. That's a good idea. Shock, Spider-Man, Brooklyn Visionary. That's a cool one. That's Miles right there. That's awesome. Inner Demons Gangsters, Daily Bugle Reporters, Passenger Ferry, Pumpkin Bombardment, right on. There's Hobby up there, or I guess that's Green Goblin. Yeah, Green Goblin, not Hobgoblin. Scout the City, Spider-Bot, Secret Identity. Okay, we all know who he is. Living Brain, and then Shriek. Okay, we got a Shriek card. I remember her from the Maximum Carnage video game. She was like the first boss. Spider-Man 2099. Okay, I had a sticker of Spider-Man 2099 on my wall growing up. Geez, can't remember his name. It was like, can't remember his name. He had a Hispanic name. I'll throw it in here now. But Spider-Man from the future, also a great card in the Marvel vs. System game. And then foil Spider-Ham. Okay, that is a rare. It's not an alternate art or anything, but we will take that. And then a swamp, and some treasure, and a human. And just to finish my story, check out Mark Bernardin with Kevin Smith. They do a show. I think they do it weekly now. They've been doing it for a really long time where they just talk about movies and culture and whatever's going on. Kevin Smith and Mark Bernardin. Check them out. Okay, Wild Pack Squad, Whoosh, Angry Rabble, Craven's Cats in the Park, Scout the City, Pumpkin Bombardment, Spider-Bot, Superior Foes of Spider-Man. Right on. There's Shocker. Ooh, Segway Man. I'm not sure who that is, but I guess that's Joe Bluth back there. Spider-Man's Quicksand. Supportive Parents. Gotta love them. Lizard. There's Dr. Kurt Connors hanging out, roaring like he's in his new version. Stegron, the Dinosaur Man in University Campus. I don't know too much about Stegron. I've seen him pop up in some Spider-Man related stuff, but I've never really read any of his books. Okay, moving on. I think that's halfway through this box. By the way, I also have a bundle of this that I opened a long time ago when it came out, but I never got around to editing it or uploading it. I'm gonna put that at the end of this one, so if you want more of these packs, stick around, because we're gonna be going through quite a few of them. Spider-Man No More, just throw that thing away. Prison Break. Okay, we got a Spectacular Spider-Man. This is one of the variants of Spider-Man. I think this is the one you want to get too. It'd be a little bit nicer if it was foil, but this is one of the bigger hits you can get from this. These different versions of Spider-Man. There's like 5 different versions of this card, or maybe more, I'm not sure. I really want the Baghead Fantastic Four Spider-Man. That was always one of my favorite tropes. City Pigeon, going after the hot dog. Ominous Asylum. So really happy about that one. Very excited to get one of the bigger Spider-Man cards. Probably gonna throw that one in a binder because I'm a big Spidey guy. One of my favorite versions of Spider-Man when he was hanging out with the Fantastic Four. He was naked, he needed a suit. They gave him a Spidey suit, or a Fantastic Four suit, but they didn't have a mask, so he just threw a bag on his head while he was trying to get home. Spider Islanders. No thanks. Hot Dog Cart. Flash Thompson. There's Flash Thompson. There's Sean Connery. Pictures of Spider-Man. There's Tombstone. I like Tombstone. Ultimate Green Goblin, right on, as he appears in the Into the Spider-Verse movie at the beginning. Rent is due. Oh no, what are these guys called? The Ditkoviches, because they're named after Rob Ditko, right? I could be wrong on that. No, Steve Ditko, not Rob Ditko. They're named after Steve Ditko, the Ditkoviches in the movies. I don't think they called him that in the comics. And then Spider Bite Web Warden. Okay. Tiny little Spider-Man, Spider-Woman. Robot and food. I don't know Spider Bite. I assume that's like Wasp. Margot Kess. Nope, don't know. So as I barely explained, in the movie, Spider-Man's silly, goofy neighbors, at least the original trilogy of movies with Tobey Maguire. Yeah, Tobey Maguire. Anyway, their neighbors were the Ditkoviches, named after one of the Spider-Man creators, Steve Ditko. Kapow, there's Venom, Web Up, Scout the City, Pumpkin Bombardment, Spider-Bot. Okay, we got a Molten Man. There's another Prison Break, and then Spider Suit. Let's see what our cool cards are. Doc Ock, right on. We got Otto Octavius, in my favorite version of him, where he's just a chubby guy wearing green and yellow. And then Ezekiel, okay. That's how it goes. And then there's Savage Mansion. Oh, I guess that's Craven's Hangout. Yeah, Savage Mansion with all these unfortunate animals that met their end at Craven's Menai. Ah! Craven's maniacal hands. All right, Doc Ock is a legendary, so that's one of the better cards we got. We got the legendary Doc Ock, but not too many hits as far as foil rares go in this rip. Let's quick cut to some hits, shall we? Welcome back to Quick Hits. I guess Homer wasn't even really in frame, but I threw him in there just for the end. So I don't know too much about the play value of these cards and which cards are valuable because they're great in the game. As far as I know, people don't really like these Universes Beyond cards. But these are the ones that I'm going to call the biggest hits. We've got Foil Spider-Ham. That's a rare card that is foil, usually one of the better hits. And then I like the main Spider-Man Rogues Gallery, at least the ones that I was familiar with growing up. So Lizard and Doc Ock, huge hits. And then I really just dig Spider-Man 2099, even though I can't remember his name at the moment. And then Spectacular Spider-Man. This is an alt art card of one of the big ol' hitters from the set. It can come in a foil, and then there's like a bunch of different variants you can get. Thank you so much for joining me. Please check out Just Your Average Geeks channel. Subscribe to my channel if you've never seen me before. Thanks for watching. Take it easy. I am never going to get over seeing this image. It's like going to Australia. Shout out XK Collects, Stumpy's Cards, Coley's Card Crusade. Love you guys.